Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Skinner, and I'm going to do a reading lesson with you for Friday, May 8th. Okay, Friday, it is the end of week 3 of Learning from Home. I want to remind you that in the back of all your packets, there's a section that looks like this to be used for the whole week. It's always at the back. And inside of there, there's usually something like this that goes with our reading, our kinder literacy. And it has a little note to the family, the vocabulary words, the poem, and then some little suggestions for extra things you have to do or extra things you can do at home, but you don't have to. Those are optional. I just wanted to remind you that that's in there. And then there's always going to be some leveled readers, little books for you to put together. So like this one's a level C. Okay, I don't know if I already showed you this, but these are the ones where you might have to cut them and put them in order or take some time to figure out a special way to fold them. When you read these, look for the sight words, sound out words you don't know, and look at the pictures. Those 3 things will always help you read a book. So there's a level C and a level D of basically the same book. This one will just have a few more words on it. Okay? And it's all about sunflowers, how they grow from a seed to a seedling to a sprout, and they grow buds and then become a sunflower. And speaking of sunflowers, Miss Skinner is wearing a spring hat that has a sunflower on it. And also in the back there, you will find a photocopied version of the Let's Find Out magazine. So you can always look at these for science activities. And in those links that I send you, and you've also got a hard copy at the front of your packet, the scholastic.com link, you can go to the video version of this magazine, just like we used to do in class. And then there's some pages that go with it, okay? And then your junior achievement ideas of things to do for social studies, okay? Those will always be in the back. I just wanted to remind you that they were there. We've been reading about seeds turning into plants. Do you remember what a seed needs to grow into a plant? If you said they need soil or dirt, you're right. Most plants need water, except for some plants in the desert can live a long time without water, but plants around here where we live need water. And they need sunlight. Soil, water, sunlight. Those are what things that plants need to grow. Okay, let's do our little I'm a Little Flower Pot poem. You can follow along with yours at home if you like, or you can just watch Miss Skinner and do the motions. I'm a little flower pot Mom put out. If you take care of me, I will sprout. When you water me, I'll start to grow into a flower, don't you know? Okay, so that song sounds just like I'm a Little Teapot. And we have some new, well, they're not new now, but they were new this week, vocabulary. Do you remember what that one is from the picture? Starts with a P. Pollination. Moving of pollen from one flower to another. And bees help with that because they get that pollen powder on their bodies and then they fly around. Do you remember what this one is? Starts with an S. Soil, the top layer of earth in which plants grow. In other words, it's dirt. Remember this one? Look at the picture. It's a seedling. And if you look closely, you can kind of see where the seed is still part of it. That kind of white ovally looking or bean-shaped thing in the middle. That was the seed, and as the flower broke through the seed, it kind of stayed connected to it. So a seedling is a very young plant, it's a baby plant. Germination. Germination, that's kind of a hard word. That's the process of it growing from a seed to a plant. The sprouting of a new plant from a seed. So it starts out as a seed, grows to a plant. That's the germination. Okay. Now, in our book, there was a picture that shows the life cycle of a plant. Some different parts. I'm going to try and find that. Okay. Right here's a pretty good example. Starts out as a seed, begins to sprout, becomes a seedling, and then here's a picture of how the plant grows. So these two pages show us quite a bit. One thing that's very interesting is a plant starts as a seed, and then the plant creates its own seeds. Do you remember what they said about the sunflower? How the sunflower makes a ton of seeds, and we can even eat the seeds. Right here. So the sunflower started out as a seed, and it sprouted and germinated and grew into a full sunflower, and then in that middle part are where all the seeds grow. So then people can eat those seeds, or they can take the seeds and plant new sunflowers, and then the whole growth cycle starts all over. So today, in your packet, you have these two pages. Okay? If you notice, you've got squares. 6 of them. And then here, you've got 6 blank squares. So I bet you've figured out already what you're supposed to do. Notice here it says go, and here it says stop. So it's gonna go first, next, middle, then down here, next, and last is here at the stop sign. Okay? So looking at this, we are creating the life cycle of a seed to a plant. Okay, so first cut out your pieces. And then when a plant first starts out in life, what is the first thing that we need for a plant to start? If you said seed, you are right, and this is the seed. Then the seed starts to, or the plant starts to break through the seed. Then it becomes a seedling. Then it sprouts more and grows some little buds. And then you can see it starting to form a flower. And the last one, it is in full bloom. Okay? So seed is going to be your first thing on go. The full bloomed flower is going to be the last thing, right before the stop sign. Sorry, right here. Seed, full grown flower, okay? And then all the other pieces, look at them closely and figure out what comes next after each picture. Okay? Remember to do your best cutting, it's good practice. Okay, and writing first and last name. Then when you're done, if you would like, you could draw your own flower again, or you could draw a seed and a seedling and a flower. You could draw your own dirt, whatever you would like. Okay? So that's your reading for today. Good job, guys. See you next time.